That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? Couple of interesting things happening here as we move into the tail end now of the theatrical lifespan of James Gunn's first DCU movie, Superman. Number one, it looks like it is going to do what I thought maybe it wouldn't, which is cross $600 million. It's already past the 595. It's only got like 4.8 more million dollars to go, and it's going to cross the $600 million mark. Something I didn't know if it could do or not, but congratulations for them on that. But also, you guys might remember that they debuted, I believe, on Friday on digital, where you could pay the ridiculous, unreasonable price of $25 to rent it, or a pittance $5 more, $30 to buy it. I remember when you could buy a movie on Blu-ray for $19 and they had to make a package and physical discs and ship it. Now it's just a digital download, but it's $30 anyway. But according to this report in Screen Rant, James Gunn's, it says 588 million. It's actually 595 million now. Superhero movie revamping the DC universes reaches the top of the digital charts. They said the following. Superman has flown onto screens everywhere, releasing on VOD on August 15th, barely a month after hitting theaters. The film stars David Cornsweet, Rachel Brosnahan, and does pretty well. It follows on an early career Superman, all that kind of stuff. And it came out number one on iTunes and all that kind of nonsense. Now, what's interesting in this story, Rob, is that James Gunn was asked, why did you put this thing out so soon? I mean, it's still number 6 at the box office after 6 weeks in theaters. Why'd you put it out so soon? And what James Gunn explained was, listen, we wanted to have it come out right before Peacemaker Season 2 comes out. And he said, for things beyond my control, the release of Peacemaker on HBO Max got moved up a month. And he didn't say who made that decision or why or whatever when it is. But James Gunn explained our original plan was for Peacemaker Season 2 to come out a month later and Superman to come out on digital a month later to coincide with it. But for forces beyond my control, HBO had to move it a month earlier. So we moved the release of this a month earlier. He goes, it wasn't the original plan. It's not what we, architected out to do. It's not what we wanted to do initially, but it is what we were left with. And he said, it was important to me that everybody had a chance to watch it at home before Peacemaker came out. So there was that. But at any rate, Rob, what's the bigger thing to you? Superman looks like it is crossing $600 million. Superman being the number one digital movie in the world right now. Or James Gunn explaining, we didn't actually want to put it out this early, but we kind of had to due to scheduling. Do you think maybe they should have said, well, who cares about Peacemaker coming out? Let's just hold off on Superman coming out on home later. I don't know. How would you have navigated that?
Well, I mean, look, if they change the dates, they change the dates. I mean, and it's not like Superman's doing badly. I mean, it's still making $1 million a day in theaters. I know it came out here domestically, but I don't think it's come out foreign yet. But they're making money. It's just they started a revenue stream a little early. If Peacemaker is as tied to Superman as James Gunn says it is, which I believe it is, it's going to just feed into it and people are going to want to get it. And there's a lot of people, John, that aren't going to the movies anymore for whatever reason. And the families that didn't turn out, they spend $30, but if you got 3 kids, and you get all that great digital content, there's an hour-long documentary on the making of Superman. There's a lot of featurettes. There's a lot of really great stuff I think that you also get for that money. So, hey, I think it's a win-win for everybody. I mean, sure, would they have made $700 million? I don't think so. But on VOD at $30 a pop or $25 a pop, for the next couple weeks, they could be eating good. That movie, depending on how much they sell.
I agree. But here's my thing about that. They also would have made that money if they put it out a month later.
Yeah, of course.
See, that's the thing. It's not like I don't think I've seen any data that suggests the home market would have made more sales on the home market if they release it earlier than if they release it later. Like a good example of that was Thunderbolts, right? Thunderbolts came out 100 days after it was in theaters, and it shot to the top of the charts right away.
I totally agree. I don't know why you put it in at least 45 days.
Yeah,
You know, I
100%.
mean, I wouldn't have pulled it out. You're still making money. I mean, if you're making money, you're making money. But if James Gunn's like, well, you know, it really ties into Peacemaker. Look, even if they didn't put it out and they just left it in theaters, then Peacemaker, who people want to know what's going on. Hey, wait a minute. Who are all these people? Well, when Superman comes out on digital a month later, or it might have gotten people to go back to the theaters. I think anytime if you're making $1 million a day, you don't pull your movie out of a theater.
Yeah, it's now once we see Peacemaker, maybe we'll go, oh, that's why they want as many people as possible to see Superman. Look, you know me, I hate a cinematic universe that creates homework.
Yeah.
What I don't mind, and there's some people going to disagree with me, and that's totally fine. I don't necessarily think I'm 100% right on this. I don't mind you needing to do homework in watching a movie in order to watch a show.
Sure.
I absolutely don't think you should make it required homework to watch a show in order to watch a movie. I think it's fine one way. I don't think it's fine the other. And maybe when we watch Peacemaker season 2, we go, oh, okay, this is why they wanted as many people to be able to see Superman before this show came out. I mean, I don't know. Because otherwise, Rob, if I don't get that strong feeling, when I watch Peacemaker, this coming week, if I don't get that strong feeling of, oh yeah, you definitely wanted people to have seen Superman first, I'm going to think they made a mistake and they should have, even though Peacemaker got moved up, they should have just kept Superman's digital release a month later because they're leaving money on the table.
I agree.
So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of work this out. Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, PrizePicks. What a great time to be a sports fan. Basketball playoffs are on. Hockey playoffs are on. It is the perfect time to jump into the action with PrizePicks, the easiest and most fun way to turn your sports knowledge into real winnings. PrizePicks is daily fantasy made really simple. Just pick more or less on a few player projections, like points, assists, goals, and you can win up to 2,000 times your money. For example, this week, I've got Jalen Brunson for more than 24.5 points, or Jason Tatum for more than 6.5 rebounds. I love how fast and easy it is to lock in a lineup in just under a minute. Plus, they've got a couple of weekly features, like, for example, Flex Friday. If your lineup doesn't win, you get your net losses back in promo funds. And every Tuesday, check out Taco Tuesday for discounted player projections up to 25% off. So download the app today and use the code Campea to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Campea to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, run your game. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? I mean, Superman's the #1 VOD movie in the world right now. It looks like it's crossing 600 million. James Gunn says, yeah, the plan was to put it out on VOD a month later, but they really thought it was important to coincide it with the release of Peacemaker, and that got moved up. Whatever you think is the biggest deal there, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.